everyone, thanks so much for coming back to Jen on Trend. Today I want to talk to you about beginning to sell on Poshmark. This video is for the beginner who has not started selling yet. If you were like me, you sat on the sidelines for a long time before you decided to actually start selling on Poshmark. I'm sure you know what it is, and I'm sure you're already thinking if you're watching this video, I really need to make more money. What can I do working at home to help me to bring income into my house? Whatever your cause, whatever your reason, there is a way to do that with Poshmark. Again, I started an account in 2013, but literally I started selling seriously in July. When I say seriously, this is completely part-time. I'm by no means a Poshmark expert, but I do it part-time, consistently part-time. A couple hours a day maybe some days I don't work at all. Maybe on a Saturday I'll put in 3 hours. I'm not sure really what that part-time means because there's no consistency to it, but I do, again, it's part-time, just part-time. So here are my numbers. I started in July. When I say part-time, probably not more than 10 hours a week, and that is including the sourcing time. So started in July, made my first sale. I'll never forget it. I sold a Zimmerman romper. Never heard of the brand, but I thought this looks cool. I looked it up and it sold for about $55. My first 5 months, I grossed $6,200 and I netted $4,774 net. And that was July through December. Not great, but again, dabbling in part-time, absolutely. It was Christmas cash. It really helped our household. So January 1, 2019 till present, I have grossed $2,670 and netted $2,078, so $2,078, but that's a month and a half. And again, this is 10 hours a week. So can you imagine if I wanted to double that, I could probably work smarter and work a little more to produce more. So anyway, for those of you who are beginners and who are a little intimidated by Poshmark, please don't be. I'm in my 50s. I was watching all these young guns, whippersnappers on YouTube do this, and I thought, you know what? I'm, again, tired of sitting back and watching. I'm just going to do it. So here are 5 things, maybe 6, to help you get started, like I did. The first thing is just to create the account. You may have an account or you may not, but just number one, just create an account, do it. It's really simple to register. You can do it online on your app, and then just think of a cute closet name. It doesn't even have to be cute. Just create your account. That's number one. And the second thing I would do is just try to, I don't know, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to make it really simple. Pick 5 items that are either in your closet. You shouldn't have to spend a lot of money out of the gate because the point is you need to bring extra money into your home. If you're Poshmarking, I'm assuming you probably need extra cash, but who doesn't? So start with 5 items so it's not as intimidating, because otherwise it's so overwhelming. I watch all these hauls too, and people are hauling piles and piles and piles of great stuff. But again, keep it simple. You want to start small and then build organically your way up. So 5 items. Now, when I say the 5 items, make sure they're on trend. Make sure it's what your market wants. Poshmark, as you know, is different than eBay in that the styles tend to be more trendy and really current. I'm not saying you can't sell vintage items on Poshmark because that probably sells well, but I found it to be really trendy in today's fashion. So just stick to the trends that are selling, and you can do that by looking at completed listings on Poshmark. And again, what would you buy if you go into a store? What's cool, what's hip? You wouldn't buy a dated blazer with, I don't know, wide lapels, or maybe you would. I'm not sure, but just the 5 items you start with, just make sure they're good. Research them, make sure they're items that you would want to buy, make sure they're not damaged, and I would start there. So start with 5 items and list those 5 items in your closet. And then, before you list them, you have to photograph them. So photographs are huge, you guys. Just make sure your photographs are all about your item and not the background stuff. I love everyone's photographs. I see all these creative ideas, but it's not necessary. I would focus on your item and make sure your background is clean and tight. And I prefer a really light white background, but I'm sure there's other backgrounds you could do as long as your item is the star of the show and not your pile of laundry or the palm tree in the back. I don't know. Just keep it clean and simple, especially in the beginning while you are getting started. So many times I look on Poshmark and on my feed, I look at these photos of wrinkled clothing on dirty floors. I'm like, are you kidding me? So rule number one, take the time to take a great photograph and to brighten up those photographs. There is an app I use on my phone that I downloaded, and I would be happy to share it with you. It's so simple. Every time I take a photo, I go to that app and I just hit the bright button a little bit, and it just sort of kind of does this with your eyes, like, oh, I can see the items. So 5 items, make sure they're photographed beautifully. If you have to iron it, but it is all about the photographs, because often people don't read the description. They will look at the item though, and again, when you're listing the 5 items, make sure you disclose any flaws or anything that might be troubling when your customer receives their package. Okay, after the photos are perfect and you're ready to go, list them anytime. Just list your 5 right away. I wouldn't do 1 and then wait an hour and do 2. Just list your 5, and then after you list your 5 items, engage on the app. So share your 5 items to your own feed, and then start following other people. And then, as you know, a rule of thumb in Poshmark is to stay busy and active on the app, and it really does help. The app will work as hard as you work. So there's this saying, and I love this saying, if you ignore something, it will go away. It's the same thing as Poshmark. So if you put those 5 items on Poshmark and you walk away, you're not going to make money. So keep sharing your items. And with 5, you guys, that's nothing. Keep sharing all day long. And also be respectful and share other people's items. When people follow you, follow them back. And work it that way. Just start small and work organically until you get to a place where you are consistent and comfortable. Which brings me to my next point. Number 5, be consistent. So, this is my problem too. When I'm not consistent, I don't make money. But when I am consistent, holy cow, the sales come in every day. And that's because it works. It's a proven strategy. It just works. So once you list your items, if you're not consistent in sharing your closet and being a little active on the app, you probably won't make as many sales as you would otherwise. So that, I would say, be consistent, because that really does help in sales. And the last thing is be patient with yourself. So when I first started Poshmark and I saw all these other Poshers, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm going to make $4,000 this month. No, if you do and you have great stuff, great. If you have designer bags, that's awesome. But it doesn't work like that. Just slow and steady, but keep building. 5 a day, keep consistent. So that really helped me. And I have a goal in my mind for the next 3 months of what I want to hit. And I need to do the work. I need to put in the work, but it's fun work. So if you really are interested in doing Poshmark, give it a go, but just give yourself the patience and the time to make it go. Again, build it organically, and you'll be amazed. It's what starts happening. So anyway, that's my little spiel about Poshmark. If I can do it, you can do it. I would love to help you, especially for those of us over 50 that want to, be in the game and be on trend, right? So a couple of things I wanted to show you what I sold over the weekend. Not a ton of sales this weekend because I was out and about and, watching Netflix and YouTube and not listing as much as I should have and not sharing. And as a result, my sales suffered a little bit. But here is actually what I did sell. Real quick, I have my notes. Okay, I sold a pair of Cork Ease flats, not for a lot of money. Had them listed for a long time. I thought that was a good brand, but maybe these are just not as cute. They are cute though. These are really cute. These sold for $15 and I made $10.20 on them. Pretty much a wash, but I never pay over $4.99 for shoes unless it's an incredible shoe. So anyway, I sold the Cork Ease, a Sundance dress. It was really cute. This didn't sell for very much either. Whoops, I dropped something. This sold for, I want to say $15. So I didn't make much on this, about 10 gross. No, 10 net. So this sold. I need to ship that. I just sold these Danskos, really pretty floral silver metallic. These sold for $35 and I made $28. My cost of goods on this was $4.99. So a tiny profit on those. Enough though. If I clear $20, I'm great with that. 20s add up. Next item. the J. Crew black patent flats with the gold lame heel. These sold for $25. I made 18 on these, paid $4.99. Not awesome. This is stuff that I'm just trying to quick flip, I suppose. This is a Madewell sweater. So, so cute. Madewell doesn't do as well for me anymore. I don't know why. I think the market's oversaturated. This is a really cute one, though. This sold for $28, and I made $22, but I believe I paid $2.50 for it, so not bad. And then this morning, I sold a Dooney and Burke bag. Really super cute. It is missing the leather long shoulder strap, but it is authentic, absolutely authentic. This, I took an offer of $40. Probably could have held out for a little more because it is pretty, it's pretty fabulous actually. So this just sold today too. And then I don't have photo up here. I sold a pair of flip-flops for not a lot of money, $20 I think. Those sold. So those are my post office runs today. That's not bad, but this week I'm going to do way more because I'm going to list more, be consistent in my listing so that I can sell more. I'm going to share more. And again, nothing comes without a little bit of elbow grease, roll up your sleeves, and hard work. But it is easy if you do the work. That's all I have to say. It's not hard, but it is, you know, like any other job. If you want to make money, you got to put the work in. And again, I thought, oh, I'm just going to list on Poshmark and leave it. It doesn't work like that. Not this app. I love it, though. I love it. And I think it really helps to keep us trendy and you know, in the technology game. And I like that a lot. So here's what I purchased. And here's a couple of my fun finds I did grab over the weekend. I want to show you. I found a couple Lily Pulitzer pieces. I'm so excited. These are in my closet right now. I listed them this morning. A Lily Pulitzer palazzo pant with a wide leg. So cute, pristine condition. Also picked up a Lily Pulitzer cotton dress. I believe it's called the Lauren dress, L-O-R-E-N. And a beautiful beachy sea salt print, I think they call this. But this is also listed in my closet. $4.99, $4.99. Great deal. I picked up this LL Bean, a mirror bag, listed in my closet. Paid $4.99 for this. Purses and bags in my area, unless it's like a big-time designer bag. Wait, but this I only paid $4.99 for. Not bad. All bags and purses typically in my area are $4.99. So this I paid $5, and this is listed in my closet. This is kind of a fun find. This is a Peruvian connection. 100% alpaca sweater, super soft, boxy, trendy cut, so hip with a high-waist jean and a cool belt. This I paid $4.99 for. This is also listed in my closet. Couple things I haven't listed yet. I don't know. Are we over Athleta yet? But this is a cute yoga legging, Athleta, and it's color block. The front back is different. Picked up those. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I love cashmere, even though it might not be that trendy. But this is a Cynthia Raleigh 3/4 length sleeve, green, emerald green, 100% cashmere sweater. I grabbed that. And then, oh, this is, sorry. This is really cute. A J. Crew 100% wool blazer. It's definitely not a schoolboy, but it is wool. And it has the flip lining collar. Really, it's in, again, pristine condition. If you guys are grabbing trendy clothing that's in great shape and you rock out your photos in a really clean, simplistic way, you will do well, I'm telling you. And then the last item, no, this isn't the last, I have two more to show you. And this is only, honestly, a sampling of some of my fun favorite things. Birkenstock, black leather shoes. Ooh, sorry, brand new. You guys, brand new. Okay, I paid up for these. I paid $10 for these, but they're beautiful and they're brand new. So those are in my closet. And the last thing, I picked up this bag, and I've never heard of the brand. It's called, holy cow, I can't read it. Beta brand, and it's a big travel luggage brand. It's high end. I looked it up on their website. I don't see many that sold on Poshmark, but this is a beautiful, beautiful bag. I think it retails for over $200. It's leather, lavender, and gray. This is going to be in my closet by the end of today. So those are kind of some of my fun finds for today. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love your feedback. I would love to know if you would like more videos of how to get your closet running and rolling so that you can make money. That's what we're here for. It's a great part-time job. And let me rephrase. A lot of people do this full-time, and God love them. It is a lot of work, but I do it part-time. I know you can make a living on it full-time. I just choose to do it part-time. Maybe someday. I would love to be full-time someday, to be honest. So that's that. That's my find today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go source. Bye-bye.